Hi, my name is Shanna Mason. I have been attending the chiropractic care here at Dr. Otto's office for a little over 2.5 months. And I have to say that since the beginning, I saw an improvement. After the very first week where I didn't have the exercise or the traction yet, but just the adjustments alone, I already started noticing my posture getting better and my sleeping was improving. And then after 2.5 weeks I went to the half hour to health class, and I learned what exercises I would be doing at home as well as here, and the traction that I would have to do. And once I started my 3 times a week with the exercise and traction here and the adjustments and at home, everything's just started falling in place. It was amazing. I was very, very, very adamant about doing my stuff every single night, and now I've started doing it even when I come here and in the mornings if I can. I'm a school teacher, and so during my planning hour I will do my exercises, and even before and after school, if I'm just feeling a little stiff or anything like that, I continue on to do my exercises. And by the time I get here, I'm usually more than ready and willing, and the traction is easy breezy. At first it was a little difficult, but seriously after the first week I was adjusted. Everything here is wonderful. I walk in, I can tell them how I'm feeling that day, if I have a headache or if I have sinus pressure or even if I have cramps or anything. All I have to do is write it down on the little blue card. They take it at the front desk, and by the time I get adjusted, everything is fixed. I don't have to buy Tylenol anymore. I don't have to buy Sudafed. I can't afford as a teacher and a mother to be bogged down with any kind of medications during the day, and so just that alone makes it worth it, the fact that I don't have to worry about medications any longer. And as far as prescribed medicines go, I was on Wellbutrin, and that was for my serotonin levels, and since I have been coming and getting treatment, I weaned myself off the medication completely, which is amazing. I don't feel sluggish anymore. My body just seems to be working for me. So also, when I began working here, working on my posture and working on my body, I started feeling better and I had more energy. So that rolled into me going back to the gym, which is an amazing feat among itself because I have got to be one of the busiest people I know. I have a 2-year-old at home, I am a wife, and I'm a full-time teacher and a photographer. So my days are spent all day teaching in the classroom, and then working on a yearbook, and then working on photo editing for all the many weddings that I do and engagement pictures and such, then chasing around a toddler and doing my normal household duties. And just I make sure I make the time for that. It is so worth it. So I highly recommend it to everybody that I talk to. Everyone's always asking where I'm going because I'm still on the 3 times a week thing, and so I make my plans around it, and I tell them that I'm stopping by the chiropractors before I head out, and they're totally understanding, and they notice as well. They notice that my posture's better, that I'm getting more rested at night, and it's really working out, and everybody can tell. And as I talk to more people, when they tell me about their aches and pains and that they've been going to the doctor for this and going to the doctor for that, I throw it out there. I'm like, have you tried chiropractic care? And so I'm like, yeah, I go to a chiropractor, but they don't do anything that you do at yours. And because I explain to them exactly what I go through every day when I come here, the routine I do. And I tell them that's the difference. I myself have been going to a chiropractor since I was 13 years old. I threw my back out in volleyball. And ever since that moment, I was going 3 times a week, and I would do the whole spiel somewhere in Jacksonville, but it never did anything for me. They would just do a regular adjustment and then put me on this machine and then a TENS unit, and then I was done. Here, when I walk in, I have my exercises, and he only adjusts according to what my needs are that day and what we're working on and progressing towards. And never before have I been to somewhere that actually checked back with me. So after every 12 visits, they realign everything, they do all the measurements and everything, and it's great. So I'm progressing naturally and assisted, and that's just amazing. And all my life I've had issues with my hips. I have sciatic nerve damage with my right hip, and all we literally did was add a $10 heel lift, and that has made all the difference in the world. And that's just an amazing feeling, not to have back pain every day anymore, not to be where I'm so agitated when I'm sitting. And I was at the point where I can't sit through a movie, I couldn't go on a car ride, and now I'm doing car rides every weekend about, and I'm going to the movies again, and I can go without annoying everybody sitting around me. So I'm not flipping and flopping around. Also, I've always had headaches, and I think it has something to do with that, but I also carry a lot of tension in my neck. So going through these treatments, doing the exercises, getting my head back to where it's supposed to be in place, I have somehow created it to where my neck doesn't hold tension anymore after stress. And I do have a very stressful life, and that hasn't changed a whole lot. So I know this is working. I used to take Tylenol PM all the time, and I took Tylenol sinus, Tylenol headache, migraine. I don't have migraines anymore. And just to be able to say that, if you knew me, is an amazing thing, because I always have headaches. And I was always the person that couldn't drive late at night because the bright lights got to me, but it doesn't bother me anymore. Now that my spine is getting where it needs to be, everything else seems to be flowing in place. So I highly recommend it to anyone that is considering it. And if you are already actively doing this, stick with it, do your exercises, do your traction, and good luck to everybody. Thank you.